Hey, Sagittarius, welcome to your next 6 months reading. This is going to be for July to December. Apply this to your own unique situations, you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post and when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested in wanting to follow me on my social media pages, personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded, Cameo, the links and details are in the description box below. Also, if you guys haven't joined my channel memberships, hit the join button. I'll greatly appreciate it if you guys did join just to support me and also my channel. Okay, so Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at the overall energies, overall themes for you guys for the next 6 months. And then we'll take a look at each of the individual 6 months to see what you could possibly expect. All right, so Sag. Tell me about Sag, overall energies, overall themes for Sagittarius for the next 6 months. So we have the Star card, Aquarius energy, and the Two of Swords. I think that Sagittarius, there is something right in front of you that's quite obvious that you're not seeing here, I feel. I don't know what that is. It seems like you may be kind of like not seeing what your purpose is, you know? Some of you guys could be sitting in this energy of just feeling confused, you know, having kind of like contradicting thoughts about, you know, what you're meant to do and stuff like that. I think that the next 6 months is going to be really significant for you guys because I feel like what's going to happen is that there's something that's being revealed to you right in front of you here, right? But I feel like somewhere is like pushing this away or that somewhere is not seeing it. I feel like Sagittarius, I feel like you've been through a lot. I feel like you may have been through a lot in your romantic relationships. I feel like you may have been through a lot with your family here. Some of you guys may be feeling obligated and stuck to a situation, but I feel like Spirit is saying, and the universe is saying that, hey, you actually don't have to be in a constant state of suffering, that you do have a choice. You can decide whether you want to stay in it or not. And what people need to realize that the suffering that we experience in life, sometimes it's self-inflicted by staying somewhere that we're not really meant to be. Let's see, we have the Empress here, Libra, Taurus. You know what's going to happen in the next 6 months here? You know, you're conflicted. You know, you're going back and forth about, you know, whether to cut somebody off, you know, whether to put up boundaries with certain people and stuff like that, right? I do feel like what's going to happen is that I feel like everything is going to start to click for you. Yeah, I feel like everything is going to start to click, and I do feel like things are going to shift for you in a huge way where I feel like you guys are going to experience a lot of growth, a personal growth and personal expansion here, okay? I do feel like for some of you guys could be getting a new job opportunity or a raise or promotion where this could put you kind of like a high up on the career ladder here, okay? Tell me about Sagittarius in July. Tell me about Sagittarius in July. Sagittarius in July. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Your money's looking really good here, Sag. Yeah, it seems like there's fulfillment, there's stability, there's happiness here within your family. Something shifts though. Yeah, something shifts in some sort of family dynamic, in some sort of relationship. Someone here may be in denial about a loss that someone here may experience. Could be a person crossing over to the other side, you know, could be a pet or something like that, or that your romantic relationship or that your family situation here is going through some sort of major shift, some sort of major transition here. And, you know, think about these shifts that happen as an opportunity for growth, you know? But, you know, sometimes it may not happen the way that you want it to, and that you may have to make a decision whether to kind of like surround yourself with these types of people or not, right? So let's see. Tell me about Sagittarius in August. We have the Knight of Cups here and the King of Cups. Both Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. I think that there is someone here that may be in love with you here, Sagittarius, but I feel like someone is not really being honest about how they feel, and that this individual here could be exploring other options here. Maybe that's one of those things where, you know, it could be that, you know, you may be dealing with someone that's exploring other options and that you may be in denial, but the answers are right in front of you. So, you know, I feel like, you know, maybe you're sitting in this denial energy for a while until you just sort of like just accept the truth. Sometimes that happens. Talk about Sagittarius in September. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I think that in September, some of you guys could be chasing something new here, something that you're really passionate about. Could be some sort of creative venture here. Some of you guys could be pouring energy and money into some sort of new creative venture that you're starting here. Problem is, I feel like there's fears about whether this is going to work out or not. But here's the thing, you know, even when I started this business, you know, I had really low expectations of this business, this YouTube channel that I have, that it would blow up the way that it did. I just didn't really expect it, right? So sometimes I feel like in life, you just have to kind of like take that huge leap of faith and just give it a shot, give it a try, so that you know whether it's going to work out or not. And if it doesn't work out, right, you just kind of go back to the drawing board and just figure out what you're doing wrong and learn from that. And, you know, and so that you could, you know, grow from that and just apply what you have learned to shift, to change something that's just not working, right? So let's see. We have October. What's going on in October? We have the Emperor here, Aries energy, and also the Eight of Swords. There is a masculine energy. This is interesting here. There's a masculine energy here. I feel like this person has some sort of dementia or some sort of Alzheimer's here. And I feel like it's progressing very, 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 very slowly here. But I also feel like another thing is that I feel like this individual here is starting to kind of like lose it a little bit. You know, they may not be saying things that make sense. You know, they may be, you know, saying that, hey, you know, I just had coffee with this person today at Starbucks, but then this person like passed away 20 years ago. So I do feel like this person's kind of like going back and forth between the spirit realm here and also this realm, because I feel like they're not really fully here, right? Could be a father figure, could be a grandfather here. Yeah. It's like their condition is progressively kind of like worsening here. Let's see, we have November. Let's talk about November here for Sag. Page of Cups, Five of Swords, the Hierophant here, and the Tower. I think that during this time, someone here is being challenged by, like, someone here is being challenged. Someone is being challenged to grow here as a person. This could be a friend. Your energy may be challenging this person and it's not sitting well with this individual. They're getting very defensive here, or that they're trying to like gaslight the situation here. Tell me about December here for Sag. Knight of Wands here, High Priestess, Five of Pentacles, and the Devil. I think that in December, someone could be rearing their ugly head here. Someone that you've been in no contact with. This person is very toxic, very secretive, and very insecure. This person may have financial issues. Maybe they're coming back around for financial issues here. But I think that there's something that you have a veil over your eyes that's quite obvious that you're not seeing right now, but over time, I feel like you're gonna see it. Yeah. So Sagittarius, I do hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that this reading resonated. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will speak to you guys in another reading. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.